Hey everybody, so one more week before we have a nice long 2-week break. I'm sure that you are very much looking forward to that, as I am as well. So I want you to think a little bit about your schedule over break time though. Not to say like that, I mean, like everybody needs to have some downtime, and I don't want anybody doing any schoolwork per se. But I do want you to kind of think about the possibility of us going back to hybrid in January. My concern is that if our doors open at 7:15, if you are somebody who has not seen 7:15 for months and months and months, you might have to do a little bit of kind of like retraining your brain. I was thinking about this the other day, and I thought like the tables and the chairs, students have not really been in a formal seated environment, I guess, a school environment for 9 months. So that's like the typical amount of time it takes a baby to develop inside a mother's womb. So you have been away from school for that's a long time. And so as we start to think towards transitioning back to school, if that is what the decision is, of course, I'm taping this the day before the board meeting. But I need you to think about if you are somebody who has had a steady diet of Xbox, TikTok, and laying down, you are going to need to start to kind of reacclimate yourself to maybe just kind of like setting the phone over on the side so that you are like detaching away from your cell phone. My husband was telling me, I have to look this stat up or to see who said this, but he said that almost all people who have a cell phone have 24-hour access to it without moving their feet. And I started thinking about that. Like, our phone is never far enough away from our body. Like, can you believe that we used to have phones that actually were in a different room? Like, they were attached to the wall, like, for real. And we lived. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing. But anyway, you'll have to start to kind of think like, okay, I'm going to be at school. Let's say, I think the schedule said 7:15 to 2. Don't quote me. I don't know what but if you have even 7:15 to, let's just say 2 o'clock, if you have not had any time away from your cell phone for 9 months, that's going to feel a little bit hard. So we'll take it easy. We'll walk you through like, okay, so like kind of getting our brains kind of reacclimated to that kind of structure. Okay. We also need to be aware that tardies will be starting to be kind of in place. And I also would like you to think about like how your schedule would or would not change, or how your thinking would or would not change if we went to a hybrid model. So if your bedtime is super late, if it's 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you have to actually function and brush your teeth before 7:15, it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment. Okay. I was thinking in that regard, I was thinking about, so what do we do this next week? Do we start something brand new and then have to come back in January? We have to start all over again. And then also we will have another plug at the NWEA at the beginning of January. So I'm like, so what is it? Does it make sense for us to start new science content this next week? And so we have a little bit, but we're also going to be talking a little bit about discipline. We're going to be talking about gratitude. Hey, check this out. Look at these donuts I got, right? So dog poop is what it is, right? It doesn't smell good, doesn't look good, but donuts, check it out. Oh, check this out too. Wanted to show you, see this? sign. I found this at TJ Maxx, and I thought this would be a perfect sign for us as we come back to school. I just thought it was cool. But so discipline and effort and motivation. Like I want for us to spend a little bit of time talking about those things. And I also wanted to share this. This is that book. I got coffee all over it. But it says here that if we grow up acquiring emotion skills that would make us better learners, decision makers, friends, students, we would be able to better maintain our health and well-being, deal with life's ups and downs, and achieve our dreams. So we're going to talk a little bit about integrity and how I feel when I'm doing successful things. Here's another thing that I heard the other day, that when you do things that are easy, your life tends to be hard. When you do things that are hard, your life tends to be easy. So in saying that, I want to kind of wrap back around to the very beginning of the video here and talk about, so if we go back to hybrid and our routine is something that is not supporting our goals and our dreams, then we are going to continue to struggle. I would like to share a little bit of this book with you. This is a phenomenal read. There's also a couple clips on YouTube that I'll be sharing with you as well. So I look forward to seeing you, and let's have a great week.